What would you ban if you knew you had final say? The pop-up adverts that trick you into clicking by making the X icon to have a box that's only 1 pixel, so you tap on the advert regardless. News that's not technically news, so they can say whatever the fuck they want and present it as truth. I honestly believe so many of the issues we face today can be traced back to the spin they put on things to obscure objectivity. Hidden fees. Including sales tax, auto gratuity, convenience fees, cleaning fees, credit card fees, all of it. If you want to charge it, you need to include it in the upfront cost. The price you show on the menu/advertisement/website is the price you pay at checkout. Period. Those shitty ads on YouTube that say I can get an Nintendo Switch for $7. Why? Because it's obviously a scam directed specifically at kids. Recipe websites that take 16 novels of personal story and 20 hours of scrolling to get to the ingredients. Congressional stock trading. I would make it counted as high treason if a politician exploits their position for their own personal gain or that of their family, with a department being formed around monitoring them and their family's assets with between 1 to 4 random checks to be completed annually. Content tuning algorithms on social media. Yes, this includes you, Reddit. They all are being tuned to force feed rage bait content, and it's radicalizing people and fracturing our society. A simple and effective thing to say would be, if a social media platform suggests or customizes content viewed by its users, they're responsible for the content posted and the accuracy of the content. They can't have it both ways, force-feeding rage-bait content and then waving their hands and crying foul saying that they didn't write it so they shouldn't be responsible when it's misinformation and propaganda. Politicians being allowed to do insider trading. Sky-high medical costs. Child beauty pageants. Everyone involved, straight to hell. Ticketmaster. Make artists sell tickets directly. Road names changing anywhere along its length. One name for the entire length. No other road with a similar name within 20 miles. Main St and Main Ave would require one of them getting a new name. Roads interrupted by a building or something would need 2 names, one for each part. Sorry Atlanta, you only get one Peachtree Road. Pranking videos. Puppy mills. What's something attractive people can do, that ugly people can't? Deleted. Anyone can ask, but attractive people are so much more likely to get help from strangers. Just a sad little twisted fact of life. Deleted. Get good tips as a waitress/waiter without really trying. I have a good-looking business partner. We are constantly delegating tasks based on whether we need Sasquatch or Captain America. I've had one of my friends get rejected because the girl found the best friend of that guy, me, to be too ugly. My friend got rejected because I am ugly. Go out broke and come home drunk. Singer/artist. Even though looks have nothing to do with talent. Makes me wonder how many amazing voices are not being heard because the record company old fat dudes don't think the artist is hot. People will go completely out of their way to do things for them. Moving? Something broke? Card declined? Someone will help them. Yeah, it's called the halo effect. We tend to assume attractive people are nicer and smarter. Get out of prison for a felony, immediately get a modeling contract and start dating an heiress. Removed. Deleted. A girl just drove 3 hours to fuck my roommate. They never really spoke or met before this. Blew my mind. I wouldn't know. I am handsome. Source, my mom. What's the laziest/easiest way you've lost weight? Stopped drinking soda. Only been about 5 to 6 months, but none of my pants stay on anymore without a belt. Got Invisalign. I stopped snacking throughout the day because I was too lazy to take the retainers out. Stopped drinking beer last summer. Lost 15 pounds in 6 weeks. Started drinking again in the fall, gained it all back. Unsubscribing my DoorDash membership. My wife died on Easter Sunday. We were together over 20 years. I have lost 70 pounds in the 2 months since. Last week alone I lost 13. I probably also lost a fair amount prior while sleeping in the ICU as we failed at each step to make it to chemo. My doctor says my weight loss is okay, as a temporary thing, but wants me to try to stay above 500 calories a day and not pass out. Mostly I live on the cream in my morning coffee. I do not recommend this method. Also, as she had a heck of a dark sense of humor. I'll point out that she lost even more weight than I have via cremation, although it was mostly water weight. Super easy on her part, she even got a nice ride there and back. Sometimes I'm too lazy to make dinner and just have sleep instead. Salmonella. I lost 6.5 kilograms in 7 days. Stopped drinking sodas. Passively rode a recumbent exercise bike while I played video games. I played a few hours a day and I honestly didn't even notice I was riding. Look down at the end of the night to see I've rode 20 plus miles. One day I played games all day and it said I rode over 100 miles and burned like 6,000 calories. Before I wore that thing out, I think I lost like 40 pounds over one summer. Edit, sorry I couldn't reply to everyone. Didn't know this would be such a conversation starter. So I don't remember the brand or model of what I was using, although I know it was very heavy and very sturdy and had a tiny little screen so it didn't block the TV. This was 15 years ago or more, but it was orange and black and want to say the brand was maybe Marcy. The seat wasn't comfy, but because it was reclined and had a backrest, it gave me the support I needed. Really the main goal here is to make it as comfy as you can so you forget you're exercising. I also am skeptical of the 6,000 calories thing. I imagine those machines are insanely inaccurate and I didn't read too much into it at the time. It was more the mileage I was concerned with really. My opinion, the best games to play are those big RPGs like Oblivion, Skyrim, Dragon's Dogma, Dragon Age, etc. Really any game that has lots of traversal of the map or even relaxing games like The Sims or Stardew Valley. Racing games are good too, but shooters are tough because you tend to stop pedaling when you need to focus. I played on PS3 at the time, but nowadays really anything where you have a wireless controller would work. To anyone thinking about doing something like this, my advice is to simply stick with it. It definitely takes some work at first getting used to doing two things at once, but once you find the right resistance, the right seat length and the right game to play, you won't even notice you're pedaling. Keep sticking with it and trying new things until you get the right combo and you'll be golden. Good luck! Intermittent poverty is good and experiencing a major depressive episode are my go-to for what it's worth. Go out to buy groceries on a full stomach. Your cravings to buy unhealthy random foods should go down a bit. Psyllium husk. This shit is magic and really feels like cheating. Basically it is pure fiber, equals 0 calories, and has the interesting property of expanding when getting in contact with water. It will expand inside your stomach, giving you the nice feeling of being full. Hunger is gone. On top of that it gives you perfect poops and can also help with other digestive issues. All while being completely natural and having a very neutral taste. Only important thing is to consume it with lots of water, otherwise it can cause constipation itself. Edit. Cause many people are asking, I used raw psyllium husk which looks like this, I don't have experience with the powder or the pills. I mixed 1 tablespoon of psyllium husk with water and downed it immediately and also drank a lot of water afterwards. That worked fine for me to reduce my caloric intake significantly, in combination with a proper diet. 1 tablespoon is already a lot. Start with less. Don't take too much of that stuff or it will suck up all the water in your bowels and cause constipation. I had a migraine that lasted 5 days. Just drinking water made me nauseous, so eating was a no-go. After 5 days of not eating and barely drinking, I had dropped 10 pounds. I'm sure most of it was due to dehydration, but the fact remains that I dropped weight. As a bonus I'd been wanting to quit smoking, and the migraine was so bad that I couldn't even think about having a cigarette. Once the pain was gone I realized that I hadn't smoked in 5 days and I should be past the worst of the cravings, so I decided to see how long I could stay quit. It's been well over 19 years, and I never did restart that habit. My wife died. Sadness and depression made me lose my appetite. Wouldn't have mattered anyway because the best cook I've ever known was gone. Walk whenever possible.